The show was so groundbreaking, so ahead of its time, and yet also we know in hindsight it's also of its time. And there were criticisms, and there were criticisms in hindsight about the show, and it does feel, the last season, it does feel like this is an acknowledgement of that, and that there were moments in this where the show is really taking into account everything that has happened over the last 10 years.
I think it's just an acknowledgement of the time in which we live. You know, at the time, it was groundbreaking. In 15 years, somebody may look back at our Generation Q and say, what were they thinking? Things change. We're changing and changing and changing. And so you do the best that you can in the times in which you live, and you acknowledge that the queer community is not a monolith. You're not going to be able to tell everybody's stories in the way in which they might want them to be told, but you do the best that you can, and in this iteration, you know, you try to be as inclusive and as diverse as you can be, because, you know, we've acknowledged that matters, that visibility matters, and that ability to tell your own story really, really matters. And it's now time to shift the paradigm.